Hey y'all, and welcome back for another crock pot meal video. In this video, I'm sharing 4 easy and yummy crock pot meals with you guys. You really seemed to enjoy the last one that I did, so I thought I would put together another one for y'all. I love crock pot meals. They make life so much more simple. So if you enjoy these and want to see more of them, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to do more of these in the future for you guys, but I'm just going to keep this intro short and sweet, and let's just get right on into it. For this first crock pot recipe that we're going to be making, it's chicken nachos, and these were so yummy and easy to make. There's only 4 ingredients. I've got some chicken breast tenderloin. You can definitely use chicken breast as well. I would probably only use 2 for our family of 4, but that's just us. And then I've got some velveeta cheese and a jar of salsa. You can use any kind that you like. We're just using this kind. And then, of course, some nachos tortilla chips to serve it with. The first thing I did was just put the chicken in the bottom of the pan. I do have mine lined with one of those crock pot liners, but if not, I would just spray the inside of the crock pot. And then I dumped the entire jar of salsa all over the chicken and cut up some little cubes of the velveeta. I used only like a little bit less than half of that huge block of velveeta, so this is how much I'm using, and I'm just cutting it into little chunks and just putting little dollops all over the salsa on top of that. And then we're going to cook it for 4 hours on high. This is what it looked like after the 4 hours of cooking, and the chicken was so soft it was just falling apart. I didn't have to do much work in the shredding at all. So you just want to shred your chicken, stir it all together really well, and then serve it over some tortilla chips, and that is it. This was so yummy. This recipe was actually suggested by one of you guys, and I just wanted to say thank you because this was amazing. This next recipe is a cola roast, and for that I've just got a chuck roast, any size that you have. I just used a 2.14 pound, and then I have got a bottle of chili sauce, 1 onion chopped up, a can of cola, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then some salt and pepper to taste. The only prep work I needed to do for this recipe was cut up the onion, so I chopped that up really finely, then placed the roast into the crock pot and salt and peppered both sides really well before adding in the whole jar of chili sauce, and then probably about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I just finished off my jar of it because we like that flavor. Then I added in the can of cola. I actually added like 1.5 of those small cans, and then I also put in the onions at the end. I cooked the roast on high for 4 hours, and then here's a little before it was cooked in the crock pot and then after. It turned out really well, and I actually put it on some hot dog buns with some slaw on the top with some green beans on the side. This next meal in the crock pot was a kind of like a sausage hash brown bake, and it was really good. You just need a bag of these hash brown potatoes. I got the 2-pound bag, and then any kind of sausage that you want. I just used some smoked sausage. I've got probably like 1/4 of an onion cut up right here, and then a can of cream of chicken soup and some cheese, and then a cup of milk as well. Not too much prep work for this meal. The only thing I needed to do was cut up the sausage because I already had some onion that was already chopped up, so I didn't have to chop that up, but I did cut the sausage into little pieces. After I got all the sausage cut up, I put the whole bag of hash brown potatoes into the bottom of the crock pot, then sprinkled the onion on top of that, and I had probably a little over a cup of the shredded cheese that I put on top of all of that. Then the sausage went on last. I stirred all of that up, and then we're going to mix together the cream of chicken soup with the cup of milk and pour that right on top of the mixture. I did decide to go ahead and add some extra cheese on top. I was out of the shredded cheese though, so I just cut up little pieces of some sliced medium cheddar cheese, and then I cooked this on high for 3 hours. Here is how it turned out after 3 hours. I thought it turned out really good. It was really cheesy and yummy. The hash brown potatoes are soft and not like crispy like they would be if you're cooking them on the stove, but I personally actually really liked it this way. For this last recipe, it's probably the most simple, and I will tell you what I did differently. It was still really good, but there's something that I could have done that would probably made it even better. I've got some chicken breast here, and then half a bottle of barbecue sauce left, and then some French fried onions as well. But what I did was just cook the chicken in the crock pot by itself for several hours until that was done. But what I should have done is probably cooked it with the barbecue sauce. I had waited and just put barbecue sauce on it at the end, but it really could have used some extra flavor cooked in that barbecue sauce. Once the chicken was done, I mixed together the barbecue sauce with a little bit of onion powder and garlic powder, then just spread out some of that sauce on each one of the chicken breasts and sprinkled some French fried onions on top. But what I would have done if I'd cooked the barbecue sauce with the chicken to begin with is probably just put a little bit extra barbecue sauce on at the end and then still do the French fried onions on top, and I think that would have made the world of difference. But here's how mine turned out, and I did have a microwavable bag of broccoli and cheese, and then I cooked some French fries in the air fryer as well. So a super simple meal to put together. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the 4 crock pot meals that I shared with you guys. You really seem to enjoy the last one that I did. So if you enjoy these kind of videos, what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, that sort of thing, then make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I would love to have you stick around and be part of our YouTube family. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye y'all.